my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep shit up, his ass going to prison.
Then he want to talk about some other like this being shit. This being shit. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're cat. Don't be in this bitch.
Wait till I come back in the market late night, and then it's just you, and I slap you up. Yeah. You trying to act off, son? All like this in front of all your people. Tell your mama I said Happy Mother's Day, and then Karen in my face and shit. Like what?
Stand by right here for me. 32, I'm 10 extend, 1 detain. Spread your legs slightly. I just need to pat you down.
Y'all, T.I.'s worst nightmare might actually be around the corner. After years of warning his son, King Harris, to slow down before he threw his whole future away. There's now real talk that a judge could hit him with a 5-year prison sentence. 5 years. And the crazy part? That's exactly what T.I. predicted back in 2022 if King didn't change his ways. And honestly, nobody can act surprised. Because if you've been keeping up with King, all the warning signs were right there, from reckless driving, to that viral Waffle House fight, to flashing guns in music videos. He's been stacking up trouble like it's nothing. The arrest footage from 2024 showed just how far it went, almost crashing into a cop car, weed in the car, a gun on his hip. And that old 2022 warrant finally catching up to him. It was like every bad choice he ever made came back to hit him all at once. What makes it even heavier is the timing. Just weeks after that arrest, King became a dad. He was posting about his newborn, dropping a song called Dear Son, and acting like he was ready to step up. But instead of settling into fatherhood, he's staring down a courtroom that could take him away for half a decade. So let's get into how King Harris went from being the son of a hip-hop legend to possibly sitting in court with a 5-year prison sentence. Because the story behind this is way messier than you think. All this started back in October 2024, the day King Harris officially crashed out. He pulled out of a gas station in his BMW and almost ran straight into a cop car. Like, you couldn't make this stuff up. The officers walked up and instantly it's bad news. They smelled weed. Then they noticed a gun sitting on his hip. At that point, they already knew they were taking him in. When they ran his name, it got even worse. Turns out King still had an open warrant from 2022. That case was over speeding, driving on a suspended license, and a DUI. And instead of showing up in court like everybody else, he skipped it. That one mistake just sat there waiting to bite him. And in 2024, it finally did. The arrest video that leaked online, first Badge Chronicles, then Vlad TV, is almost 30 minutes long. And honestly, it's wild to watch. You see the cops pull him out, take the gun off his hip, cuff him, pat him down, and stick him in the back of the car. King isn't spazzing out, but you can see he's irritated, like he knows he messed up. But there's no fast talking his way out of this one, and the video shows it all. King being pulled out, cuffed, and loaded into the patrol car.
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well? All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety. You gotta take.
There's no safety. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. Let me just set this down right here. Dude, step out for me. Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me. All right, right now you're just being detained. You're not under arrest.
Are you scared?
I'm gonna be at the church. All right, I appreciate you being cool, man. We're just gonna take a look at this information, make sure it's valid.
I ain't sure this.
Just take a step to the side for me.
An officer even said afterward that King was calm and cooperative the whole time. Still, he ended up in DeKalb County Jail before getting moved over to Pickens once the warrant was recalled. And just like that, King went from flexing on Instagram to sitting in a jail cell with the whole internet watching. And that's the part that stings the most, because T.I. had already warned everybody about this years ago. back in 2022, when King was just starting to spiral, he went on Instagram and made it clear that if his son didn't slow down, prison would be the only outcome. He wasn't speaking as just a worried father either. He was speaking as someone who's been there himself.
My son, think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out.
Tip even said straight up, time is going to be his teacher. And now that teacher just showed up in the form of a 5-year sentence. When the clips of King's arrest started circulating, fans went back to that old video of T.I. talking and started dragging him. Some people were like, see? He spoke it into existence. Others felt bad for him because imagine watching your warning play out in real time. Either way, the internet couldn't stop pointing out how right he was. Ty knew the energy. He saw the pattern, and still King didn't listen. And speaking of King not listening, let's not forget the Waffle House meltdown. This was back in 2022, and honestly, it was one of the first times people really side-eyed him like, oh yeah, he's headed down a bad road. A video went viral of King in a full-blown screaming match with the staff at Waffle House. He was going back and forth, acting way bigger than he was, and you could just tell he wanted to prove something. But instead of looking tough, he looked entitled and out of control. And even T.I. couldn't defend that. He went live later and said he was perplexed, like genuinely confused why his son even stopped what he was doing, just to argue with the short order cook. He didn't get why King felt the need to match that energy at all. Here's King in that Waffle House. Argument that even T.I. couldn't excuse.
But what I'm saying is, they wasn't
talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the f I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your f***ing restaurant. This ain't your f***ing restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on.
And if the Waffle House drama wasn't embarrassing enough, the whole gun situation really showed how far off track King was getting. Remember when T.I. and Boosie had to check their sons on camera? That clip went viral for a reason. King and Boosie's son, 2D Raw, were shooting a music video. And instead of focusing on the music, they had guns all over the set like it was a trap house. That's when the dads had to step in. You can hear T.I. basically saying, "Why y'all even toting guns when you got girls right here?" Talk about love. It turned into a full lecture. Tanked started breaking down how one wrong move with a weapon or having drugs around could land them straight in jail. And the wild part, he wasn't even being harsh. He was giving them the exact blueprint to avoid the mess he already went through. And you can actually see that moment for yourself. T.I. and Boosie sitting their sons down, spelling out why flashing guns in videos is a straight road to jail.
Treat mine like you treat yours.
Why y'all got so much time, bro? Why y'all always gotta have?
What is it about
It's not illegal to have.
Well, in the manner in which you portraying in the lifestyle, it don't look legitimate, sir.
Because I'm not supporting no whore. I'm not.
I ain't doing.
I'm not.
What kind of parents don't support their kids and they'll goddamn slide? Bigger than you popping it. And then got up there. So just go 12 pull up and they say, hey, who do you belong to? Who raised their hand? Somebody got to raise their hand.
I've been seeing him around too here a lot.
You gonna raise your own hand?
I've been seeing him around too like that.
Well, when you got it ain't you like it ain't you.
I know that.
When y'all got around those people, they call it's not the possession of a commission of a crime, sir. That is a felony.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey man, this
Fans actually praised both dads for stepping in, saying it was refreshing to see them try to guide their kids instead of just letting them wild out. But the problem was King. You could just tell he wasn't really listening. He heard the words, but he wasn't absorbing the message. The part that had fans really side-eyeing him wasn't just the music videos or the temper. It was his personal life, especially when he popped up with a baby mama that had everybody talking. The mother of his child, who goes by Big Nana, was rumored to be way older than King. And let's be real, fans didn't hold back. Some swore she was only with him for the money. Others called her a groupie trying to secure a check. Either way, the age gap had people talking. But King couldn't care less. He leaned all the way in. He threw her a whole baby shower, posted about the pregnancy, and when their son was born in November 2024, he couldn't stop bragging for the baby shower. Here's a clip of King celebrating with Big Nana like everything was perfect. And not long after, he was online proudly talking about his newborn son.
A lot of people hit me up like, King, I know you tired. You ain't getting no sleep. And the truth be told, before this I ain't been getting no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just been outside working, lifestyle. You know, lifestyle just lifing. You know what I'm saying? And, but now I'm damn sure not getting no sleep. This up every morning, and then around the morning time, he like to do that little live concert I be doing with him. And, he like to walk around the house.
He even dropped a track called Dear Son, where he wrote about stepping up as a dad, captioning his post. November 5th, Ronin AM. Welcome King Jr. Time to take over, and honestly, for a second, it looked like maybe he was finally ready to change. Like fatherhood might actually humble him, but of course, the timing couldn't have been worse, because while King was holding his newborn and playing proud dad on Instagram, that arrest video was making its rounds online, reminding everybody of the trouble he was already in. The saddest part? This wasn't even shocking. Fans had been saying for years that King's wild behavior was going to catch up to him, and now here it was. Full circle, exactly how people predicted. So if a judge really hits King with 5 years, don't be surprised if we see Tip looking more hurt than angry. Because yeah, he warned him. Yeah, he tried to guide him. But when it's your child sitting in that courtroom in shackles, that pain still cuts deep. And if you've seen their podcast together, you already know the bond is there, which is why this would hit T.I. even harder.
Man, get out.
So I ain't know
Get
Tupac
out!
was an actor.
Get out!
I thought that was a lookalike Tupac. And
What are you talking about? You never seen Juice?
Yeah, I did. I thought that was a lookalike
No,
Tupac.
What about when it said Tupac Shakur on the screen?
I ain't see that.
Come on, bro. What are you talking
I
about?
watched the credits.
How could you embarrass me like this?
And it's going to hit his image too. People already drag him, saying he failed as a father, that all the money and fame in the world couldn't stop his son from spiraling. If King actually gets sentenced, those voices are only going to get louder, especially because T.I. always brands himself as the OG dad who knows better and teaches lessons.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of woo-saw yourself outside of the public opinion. Then I think, you know, because I tell you what, I have the greatest, most extensive family photo album. I can document and like I could go back to when King was Eris's age. I can go back to when Major was my granddaughter's age.
But at the same time, T has always made it clear he's going to love King through it, no matter how messy it gets. So you already know even if he's disappointed, he's also going to be the first one standing by him in that courtroom. And of course, the internet had a lot to say once the arrest footage and court updates started making the rounds. The reactions were all over the place. Some people clowning, some people low-key impressed, and others just hoping he gets it together. One fan straight up said, King is enjoying every minute knowing he might go viral. He knows he's being recorded. I'm glad he was respectful. And honestly, you can see that in the video. Even while he's getting cuffed, King isn't lashing out. He's calm, maybe too calm. Like he knows the cameras are rolling and it's just another clip for the blogs. Then there was the crowd calling this his so-called street cred moment. Someone commented, that man finally got his street cred. He's been telling y'all he outside. And that right there shows how twisted this whole situation is. Because instead of focusing on his newborn son, people think King is out here chasing a jail record just to prove he's real. But not every comment was harsh. Some people actually tried to give him grace. One person wrote, "He going to be fine. He has been doing good since his son was born. So I'm wishing him blessings. He handled himself well. That's the flip side. People hoping fatherhood will really ground him, even if prison is part of the lesson. And for T, it's like watching history repeat itself. The same system he fought to survive now swallowing up his own son. And the worst part? Deep down, Ty saw this coming. So don't get it twisted. This isn't just King Harris wilding out for headlines. This is a real possibility of prison time, a real consequence, and a real test for T as a father. Because if a judge really makes that 5-year sentence official, King's story won't just be another viral clip. It'll be a hard lesson stamped into his life forever.